This is going to be a short, quick video on how to make a zipper panel. You can pretty much add a zipper panel to any bag into the lining. So I'm going to just start. So what you'll need is your 4 pieces, 2 lining and 2 exterior, whatever you're going to use it as. I like to use vinyl on one side and waterproof canvas on the other. You need your zipper with a zipper head. You need some double-sided tape and some scissors. That's pretty much it. So what I'm going to do is lay out my 4 pieces. Wrong sides up. And I am going to make sure they're all even right here on the bottom. I'm going to lay a piece of double-sided tape. I'm using 1/2 inch from Waywack right across the edge. And then what I'm going to do, because it's not a perfect cut down here, but that is okay, because I'm just going to roll this up and then I'm going to make it even as I fold it up. So there we go. So though it doesn't look like they're even right here. That's all that matters. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. There we go. So I'm just going to pull these apart, or you can cut them apart. Next thing I'm going to do is just take one of my panels and measure out for my zipper. And I am not folding this ahead of time. I will show you a trick I use for my zipper. I get it from the Butler Method. I apply it to all of my zippers pretty much now. So I'm going to give this that much. You want to burn the edges so they don't fray. And I am just using a fork. I don't know if you can see it in the frame, that is held in my drawer. It's not the most stable, but all it cost me was a trip to the kitchen. Okay. So now I'm going to just sew the end of this zipper so I don't run the risk of my zipper head flying off while I'm working. Okay. So what we're going to do is take 1 exterior, 1 lining. We're going to lay our exterior face up. If you're using directional fabric, make sure it's laying the way you want it to lay. So if it's in a bag, I want to make sure that I'm happy with the flowers, the way that they go. And there we go. So we're going to lay your exterior face up, put your zipper face down, and I'm going to leave a little bit on the edge hanging over so I can grab it, and you'll see what I mean. I am just going to clip this zipper down. Again, right sides together. Okay, now we're going to take our lining and we are going to face down to the exterior, so right sides together to the exterior, so you're making a zipper sandwich. And again, if for some reason when you folded these they don't match up, All you have to do is pull this back and roll it back until they are even. All right, so I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to actually sew from my exterior. And yes, my lining is a little bit longer, but that's because the lining tends to shrink, so I can just cut this down. So what I'm going to do, so we can get this angle on the zipper, is I am going to measure 3/4 of an inch over. And that's going to be my stopping point for my zipper. So we're going to sew it down at 1/4 of an inch. I like to use the edge of my foot, and I will feel with my finger to make sure I'm staying right along that zipper. And you need to move your zipper head, so needle down, then keep going. Again, you get to this mark, we're going to put our needle down. We're going to take our zipper, separate it, pull this up as tight as you can. And I'm holding it with one finger. And I like to back stitch over my zipper and then finish it out. To me, this is so much easier than trying to bend it back and burn it with that new hack that came out, or sew it down, and then it just never ends up right. So I like to do it like this. As far as the measurement to where I do it, I just kind of wing it. 3/4 inch seems to be the sweet spot for me, but it might be something different for you. So I'm going to zip this all the way up, and as you can see, look. All right, and we are going to fold this back and clip it. I'm not gonna iron this down because it's vinyl and waterproof canvas. So see how this pokes out right there? I'm going to fold that in. So it's not a lot of bulk right there, and I'm going to clip it. And then what I'm going to do is just finger press this down, roll it over, and I'm going to top stitch 1/8 of an inch. So when I get along the zipper side, I'm going to pull the waterproof canvas and the exterior tight, but you don't want to pull it too tight, and I'm just going to work it as I go down. It would be easier if you can iron it, but I'm not. So, and this is a great way to get your zipper straight. And then we're just going to finish it off. And trim down the excess. And there is one side, and we're just going to do the exact same thing to the other. Again, if they don't match up, you can always refold. So I'm just going to match up one end. And then when I get to the other, I will refold it if it doesn't match up exactly. And it's good. Add as many clips as you need to. And again, we're gonna put the lining right sides together with the lining. So you should have right sides together, right sides together. And we are just going to, again, line up those edges and reclip. And this one is not long enough, so we're just going to pull this, and we are going to roll it to where it matches. There we go. So because I want to stop down here, I'm going to sew from the lining side this time, because you want to start at the back end of your zipper and go this way. So I need to mark 3/4 of an inch on this end. And what I'm going to do is just kind of make sure that where my mark is, that's where my other zipper ends. And it looks like it, but if not, we can always just fix it. Needle down, move your zipper head. Again, pull that zipper off to the side. Zip up the zipper before you top stitch to make sure that they match right here, and mine do, because if not, what you want to do is unpick this and move your zipper around until it matches. So again, I'm just going to fold this over. Now I'm going to line up the ends first, and then finger press it down. Okay, now we can top stitch 1/8 of an inch. Again, you want to, this is a good time to make sure your zipper is straight. You want to pull it taut, not tight. There we have it. Here is your zipper panel. Then you'll just add it to your lining or whatever your pattern calls for, and then add a zipper end. So there you have it. Let me know down below if you have any questions, any comments, complaints, concerns. Thank you. Deuces.